welcome back to Lefty Plush Studios. I don't know why I just did a thumbs up, but today I'm going to be showcasing every single custom plushie I've made so far. Mind you, this is not a complete collection. I've been making a lot of custom plushies like every other day, so this is not complete, but I am planning on making a complete 2024 plush collection on my birthday. So that's when that will be releasing. So I think it's appropriate to start with the very first plushie I made. First up is Tahu, Toll of Fire. I don't know how well the lighting is. There we go. Yeah, this is obviously based off of Tahu from Bionicle. In fact, I have the actual toy. Give me a second. The actual Tahu figure in comparison with the plushie. Honestly, this one's very flat. This is one of the few that's actually sewn, because this was around the first time when I started making these. He's pretty disproportionate, pretty loose. Threads are coming undone. Not perfect, but comparing it to the actual toy, it's pretty good. I know this isn't exactly the same. This arm is different. This hand is different. But I got this at a thrift store, so I didn't have all the pieces. That's Tahu. Very first, it's gonna set right there. Oh. Yes, I added the little eye stalk thing, but yeah, Pancake Tahu, you're just gonna have to flop there. Plushie I made would be hot glued. In fact, most of these plushies are hot glued because I find that easier to use. It's this avocado guy. I don't know if I used this in a previous review or anything, but I am planning on using him in a video soon. Yeah, he's just a little avocado with cute eyes. No real reason for him being made. Pretty well stuffed. So, yeah. Let me know if you guys have any ideas for names for this guy. Next two plushies were made for a specific video. First up is Tutorial Bot. It was made for my Fortnite video. Pretty simple pillow-like plushie. A lot of holes I need to fix. A cute face, his name written on the back. I'm sorry for the lighting here, it is not very good. But yeah, there's Tutorial Bot. It's right there. And the other plushie made for the Fortnite video is this chest. Just a simple chest, got a lot of holes. I don't even know if it counts as a plushie, but I needed an actual chest prop and I didn't have one, so yeah. Also kind of looks like a cinnamon roll. Well, not a cinnamon roll, some sort of chocolate pastry. I believe the next plushie I made was Timon. He's actually appeared in the video. I believe it was the genie. And yeah, this is a pretty simple one. His legs are not very stuffed. It's mostly his arms and a little bit of his head that's stuffed. It's a little weird. I didn't mean for this to look like underwear. And his ears are pretty weird. It's, in terms of the later plushies I'd end up making, it's not perfect. But I needed some sort of Timon to go along with my Pumbaa. So, just right there. This is a pretty odd one. That being the Stitch Wraith from Fazbear Frights. I call this one Stitch Wraith V1 because I am planning on making an updated version that's more up to date with my current plushies. But yeah, this one was basically just two cardboard pieces taped together and then all these felt bits glued on. The arms and legs are actual felt. I kind of like how the face came out. The hood isn't perfect. It's my first time doing this kind of thing. I admit it's not very good. It's not really much of a plushie, but I do think it's pretty good. I do look forward to making an upgraded version. So yeah, some of the earlier ones that I made, and I would end up taking a break for a while until I ended up discovering the papercraft style. I don't know if you guys know this, but a lot of people make Five Nights at Freddy's plushies in kind of like paper, and some people have also managed to do felt. Though there are only like 2 papercraft tutorials, there aren't any with felt. But I am planning on making one in the near future, so keep an eye for that. But most of these plushies use that papercraft style. Starting with this guy. I call him Todd. He was really just a scrap. I literally just took the color felt that I had the most of, navy blue, and tried making plushie in papercraft style. I gave him a face, and I gave him a name, and I decided to make him a super powerful entity made of dark matter or something. He will appear in a video soon, and he is falling apart. He's poorly stuffed. He's got a hole here. His head's poorly attached. His arm is literally coming off. I just realized that because I just got him out of the drawer I keep him in. So yeah, that's Todd. I'm gonna sit right there on Tahu. I am planning on fixing him. Don't worry, Todd. Next is Todd's best friend, Jim the Orange. Another weird one-off fruit character. He's just orange with a bow tie and a top hat. I am planning on making a tutorial on a felt top hat since I noticed that no one else has. The bow tie is just a simple method, just a rectangle, and then pinch it closed with some hot glue in there. But yeah, all you guys are gonna know about this guy is he's an orange, his name is Jim, and he's British. We'll find out more in the video that these two come in. These two will appear in the same video. So yeah, what was the next one? The next plush I make is this guy. He is a baby warden from Minecraft. I was inspired by the Woobles thing, I think that's what they're called. I don't know what they're called, but they're like little wool Minecraft plushies, but they're expensive. Like $40 a piece, good gravy. And this was actually just gonna be this head, but I decided to make it simpler and just make it a single block. It's got this little antenna, there's 2 layers of felt just glued on. It's got its limbs, very posable. I ended up making 4 legs, so I could stick some in here to make the legs more stable, though these are not stuffed. I don't know how well you're seeing this, I'm so sorry. But yeah, and if you're wondering why I named this guy, I called him Hannibal. Because Hannibal, as a Hannibal Lecter, who's a criminal, criminals go to jail, and jails have wardens. So yeah, funny. It's right there on the forehead chest. So yeah, I don't know when this guy's gonna be appearing in a video, but hopefully soon. I'm not too sure what the next push I made was, so I'm just gonna kind of go in a random order. So let's start with this. Oh, I dropped him. Let's go with this guy. This is, I believe, Space Rot. I'm hoping I'm getting that correctly. He's from FNAF World, specifically FNAF 57 Freddy in Space, one of the minigames in the Halloween DLC world. A pretty simple one, just 2 circles with some felt wrapped around. He's fairly squishy too, and pretty cool face. I plan on using the same eye method if I ever make any phantoms. Yeah, pretty simple. I'm planning on making the other 3. I believe there's Rot, Flan, and Seaweed. I'm planning on making those 3 as well as other FNAF World enemies. The original character, we've got this guy. To give some better lighting. Yeah, you may not be able to tell, but there's actually black marker on his leg, this arm, and also around this eye. I call this guy Crippling Anxiety because he was inspired by Happy Nightmares, another plushie that he made, because he was actually the one who inspired me to make my own original characters for my videos. But yeah, he's obviously inspired by Todd, but he's got a lot more chaotic design. Got all these. He's got this big old gash here. He's got some yellow teeth, 2 different colored eyes. These yellow gashes here. This one was originally like down here, but I had to cut it out and replace it over here so I could attach the legs. Same method here that was used on Hannibal. And overall, I really like this guy. I imagine him like a little gremlin-like character. I'm excited to use him in a video too. This one is not my original character. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that this character belongs to Toho. And in case you couldn't tell who it is, here it is, Anguirus from Godzilla. Because I love Anguirus, he's an awesome character, and I noticed that there's not a lot of Anguirus plushies out there, so I decided to make my own. He's pretty similar to the papercraft style, especially his head, body, his legs. His tail's pretty simple, his shell's pretty flat, but also his snout's pretty different. I had to hot glue a few parts recently, but he's meant to be like a little baby version, which is why he has 4 spikes on his head, not 6. These spikes here, my goodness, this is hard to do. I had to glue every single, well, I didn't have to glue every single one. I ended up just making a big old circle, gluing everything together, and then just cutting everything, I think. But these things were sharp. I ended up hurting myself a lot gluing these things on. But yeah, decided to make a plushie of one of my favorite characters. He does have a smile drawn on there. And I really like this one. He's probably one of my favorite plushies I've made so far. So I'm just gonna set him right there. It's very spiky. Next is a character from Sonic the Hedgehog, that being the Buzz Bomber Badnik. I am planning on making more Badniks in the future though, but this guy, this is probably one of my favorites out of all of them. I mean, along with like Crippling Anxiety here and Anguirus, this is probably one of my favorites. He's just near perfect. His head and body are still papercraft style, as well as these little boosters here, which are pretty good. His wings are actually somewhat articulated due to how they're attached, as well as this antenna, just dual felt. I couldn't figure out how I wanted to attach the abdomen, whether they were facing down or facing forward, but I decided to go with forward because that would make it easier for him to sit, and also because it made him a bit more squished and a bit cute. He doesn't have the little blaster stinger, but you know, just use your imagination. Just pew, pew. I'm not adding those screen effects, but yeah. There's Buzz Bomber. I will be making more Badniks in the future. So yeah. What I made just today, literally this morning, I made these 2. First up is Mr. Cupcake. He's absolutely adorable. I have made a Mr. Cupcake before, like a very flat one. It's buried away somewhere. I'm not digging out right now. Over here. But yeah, he's similar paper style. Just have these two bits here, wrapped around, all that, yada yada yada. Sides here, obviously pupils are just drawn on. This is just felt. I really like this plushie. He scales very well with the other frames, but he's just for scale, let's just put on near the closest thing to a FNAF plush. I do have one in the cup, but I actually missed out on something. I forgot to add another piece of tan felt on the top of this because I was actually going to make his mouth able to move, because I kind of wanted to recreate scenes from the FNAF movie, because that movie is awesome. So there's Cupcake. But the other one I made, I actually was able to add a mouth on because it's Nightmare Cupcake. Yeah, I made Nightmare Cupcake. I know Cupcake and Nightmare Cupcake both have official plushies. Well, technically, Carl here only has the FNAF movie plush, but still, I know Nightmare Cupcake has an existing plush, but I wanted a nice little one to scale with a Nightmare Chica plush that I may end up making in the future. He's pretty similar in design, except that he's got a drawn withering on there because I forgot to make some before I attached the eyes. His mouth and the bottom are attached separately, allowing him to just go nom 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 nom. And he has some teeth. I know they're a little big and a little wonky, but I think it looks pretty good. I quite like this one. I will eat your face up. Subscribe. Yeah. So there's Nightmare Cupcake. So this him right over there. These two look perfect together, by the way. More recent ones that I'm still trying to figure out a proper design for. But by the way, these next two plushies were inspired by FNAF Rich. Go check out his channel. He makes some pretty great plushies. And the first one of these two that I made is this guy. He's an orange monkey from Gorilla Tag. He's a little weird. Obviously, this is my first time making this guy. I had originally made these double felt so that I could attach them right here and make them stick out, but I didn't like how they looked. And obviously the arms are super straight, long, and pretty low, making it look like he's just T-posing. And his head is pretty wobbly. And yeah, for my first Gorilla Tag plushie, he's not perfect, but I'm pretty satisfied with how it came out, even if it's not perfect. But I ended up fixing the design in this guy, obviously navy blue. The proportions are a bit better. His ears are not double felted. He's pretty well stuffed, because I figured out a method for that I will show in my felt papercraft plushie tutorial. His arms are more attached, similar to how FNAF Rich made his, kind of pinching this and then attaching it, but I decided we attached it around this area instead of like the seam. So they are a little weird. They stick out pretty odd on the back, but I'm just gonna look at the back. I'm gonna look at the front. But unlike this guy, stupid. This guy can actually move his arms. He can move them up and down. He can make him look like he's walking. And he can even move them forward a little bit. So yeah, I am planning on making other Gorilla Tag plushies in the future. Maybe ones with accessories. So yeah, another one of my favorites that is slowly deteriorating in one area. And to go along with his recent game, here is Spring Bonnie from Into the Pits. Obviously based off his game design, because I really like the design. Minus all the metallic lines and stuff. He said his eyes. The mouth was originally going to have red around it, but I decided to go against it because it made it look like Joker lipstick. I'm a little upset that this part isn't filled on this side. His ears are pretty floppy. Again, double felted. Pretty decently stuffed. I made a community post about this because the body literally looks like Dig Dug. Got the bow tie. He's pretty proportionate, like the most proportionate out of these style plushies. But I really like this one. Sadly though, I ended up giving him a tail, similar to Funko Bonnie, but it's a cotton ball, and I tried hot gluing it on, and cotton balls are not meant to last. So don't try attaching these to the outside of plushies. Using them for stuffing, that's fine. I'm planning on making a microphone in that style soon, but yeah, don't do this. Just learn another way to do it. So yeah, aside from that, he's not doing too well. Sneak peeks at some future plushies. Got this guy. He's in a plastic bag to keep him contained. It's another original character. He's a Ferris wheel. He's gonna have these little cartoony hands. These are blocks over his legs, and he's a top hat. I'm calling this guy the Wheel of Disorder, or Wheelie for short. And the reason he's not complete is because I couldn't figure out how to make his boots. He has like yellow cowboy boots, and I couldn't figure out if I wanted to make them flat or in the same papercraft style as like I made these feet. So once I figure that out, this guy will be complete, and he will make an appearance in a video, hopefully. probably when after Todd and Jim are and here, I can't speak. You'll make an appearance after Todd and Jim. Okay, good. No, I am not. I have another plushie in the works. I would finish this guy, except I ran out of red and black felt. Thankfully, I got some more black felt from the thrift store, so I just need to find some more red, and I can complete him. Let's see if you can guess what he is. Boom. Don't worry, it's just a leg. It's just a pipe cleaner with some brown felt wrapped around it. You can't tell that it's sparkly blue. Please focus. Focus. You gonna focus? Thank you. It's kind of sparkly blue in there. But there's one leg. This guy is incomplete because I don't have felt. Here's another leg, and 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 another leg. And in case you were counting, one more leg. Yeah, 8 legs. You're probably thinking, oh, it's probably a spider character. And yeah, you're right. There's a lot of spider characters I could make. I mean, I could probably make, like, the spider from Lord of the Rings, I forgot his name, or Aragog from Harry Potter, because he's awesome. But no, I decided, well, hang on. Got these 2 black circles. These are not his eyes. These are actually buffers. And here's the white. Because this plushie I've been working on is actually Charles, as in Choo Choo Charles. I know there are existing plushies, both official and bootleg, but I'm not spending $20 on those things. They're kind of creepy. I mean, honestly, Choo Choo Charles is creepy, but I still think it's kind of a cool concept. So I decided, why spend $20 on an official plush when I can make my own for, like, less than $10? So yeah, obviously, he's got this big old box here. It's this cab. Pretty simply made. And obviously, the broiler, I believe, and the funnel are both cylinders, easy glued on. He's missing his face, I haven't made that yet, but overall, the train shape is perfect. I still need to make his face and some of the other details, including the additional smokestacks he's got, as well as the hole in the funnel. And I have more black felt, but I need more red so that I can make the bottom bit, as well as the wheels. And obviously, I'll attach all these legs. They are with pipe cleaners, so they're kind of articulated, but, you know, don't want to wear them out. And obviously, the light and buffers will be attached to the bottom bit. But yeah, he will be in a video soon, hopefully. But yeah, there he is. So that's pretty much every single custom plushie I've made so far. Though this will be outdated by the end of the year because I'll probably have like twice as many plushies made because of how many I'm making. And yeah, I just kind of wanted to get this out there. Just wanted to let you guys know that I am making custom plushies now. And that means a lot of new characters will be featured. So yeah. And don't worry, I will be making a tutorial. Don't know why I'm talking to the buzz bomber, but whatever. I will be making a tutorial on both how to make papercraft style FNAF plushies, either with paper or with felt, or both. It kind of depends. I know 2 people have made paper ones. But I'll also be making videos on how to make things such as felt top hats, and a few other neat things, a few other neat tips and tricks that I've learned in the past few, months of me making these things. So yeah, that's pretty much everything. Hope you all enjoyed, and I look forward to the next video. This is completely out of focus, please. Thank you. I look forward to the next video, so see ya.